All we got to see is Gronkowski get his catch here.
What does that mean? Cha-ching. Gronkowski has his catch bonus.
Tom, good pass, dog. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, dog.
That's $1 million catch, bro.
It was $1 million catch, and that was my last career regular season catch as well, okay? So that was a special catch, that's for sure.
2022. How long did it take for you to get comfortable enough with Tom to say, hey, here's my request, get me the ball, I need $1 million?
Well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they're a really cool organization, so they knew that I needed 7 catches in order to hit that bonus. So they were on my side as well. They said if the game was going right and we were up by enough, that they were going to, do everything in their power to get me that 7th catch. So I appreciate the Buccaneers organization as well for giving me that opportunity to get the 7th catch. And then also to build that trust with Tom, I probably, could have done that after about year 3, year 4, telling him I need a couple more catches to hit a bonus. And he's always there to help you out, that's for sure. Because Tom gets paid
couple Super Bowl rings in, you can ask him. What's the etiquette? What are the manners of this? Like, are you on the hook then to buy donuts for everybody in the Tampa Bay Bucs organization? Did you have to buy Tom something? Like, how does that work?
Actually, this is what happened after. I was on the sidelines. I was all juiced up and everything. I hit the $1 million bonus. So obviously, I'm riding on a high. The endorphins are going. So I'm on the sideline telling everyone, dinner on me, dinner on me, dinner on me. I'm bringing everyone out. So after the season, about 10 days after we lost to the Rams, actually, we all went out to dinner, the offense as a whole.
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, Tom wasn't there, but everyone else was there. But Tom doesn't need to be. I don't need to buy Tom dinner. If Tom's out to dinner, he buys us dinner because we're always going up the middle for him and getting laid out. So whenever he's there, he's always nice enough to take care of it. So he wasn't there in this situation. So the rest of the offense was, and I took care of that bill. And we went out to a place downtown here in Tampa, to the high-end steakhouse here, and I dropped a good amount of, couple $1,000. It was about around $12,000 to buy everyone dinner. Everyone had their glasses of wine, and it was on me. But it was a special treat because without my teammates, without everyone cheering for me, it would have never happened.
It's amazing. Were you a little extra nervous? Because there's a lot of players dealing with incentives. Is because I can't imagine $1 million catch. Like I would be shaking.
I actually think it was a $500,000 catch. I'm not sure. It could have been $1 million catch. I think it was a $500,000 catch.
Must be nice. Must be nice to not even know. God.
Yeah, technically, I think it was a $500,000 catch, but we'll say
somebody
it's a $1 million
look it up,
catch.
Please. Somebody fact check that.
It was a $1 million catch, though. We got to look it up, but. It's like you're just out there playing football again, you can't let it get in your way because the main goal is obviously to win the game, but at the same time, it gives you more motivation to go out there and ball.
Yeah.
So it's all on you. That's the point. That's the point of the incentives. It really does get you to go out there and take it to the next level, especially if you're close to hitting the incentives.
Yeah, there were 2 incentives, I'm being told. You hit both of them, and it was $1 million. But I guess maybe that catch was $500,000. That's true.
Yes, that's true. Okay. I needed 7 catches for a $500,000 bonus, and then I also needed, I think it was 80 yards to get the other $500,000.
7 for 85, my friend.
Yes.
Now, I bring this up because it's game time for a lot of players around the league, okay? It is Week 18. Here's some of the players that need to cash in this weekend. Do you think Beckham can get 5 receptions? I don't know who he's got. Who do they have? Who do the Ravens have? I asked for the opponents on these. Sorry, Steelers.
Yeah, but is Beckham going to play? Because they already clinched the first, the number 1 seed in the AFC. So would it be smart for him to play?
Should he play for a $250,000?
What's that?
Should he play for a $250,000?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Odell, go out there and play. How about DeAndre Hopkins? He needs 7 grabs, 61 yards, and 2 touchdowns versus the Jaguars. Let's put the list back up.
Yeah, Will Levis, feed DeAndre Hopkins, feed him every play. You guys aren't going to playoffs. So it's for $750,000 because each. So it's a total of $750,000.
We went out of order. I don't know why. D-Hop's at the bottom. And then you got Chris Jones, you've got Jadeveon Clowney, and all of that needing stuff. All right, I want to ask you about. Sorry about that. That was kind of wobbly. Tom Brady. Okay, Tom Brady put out a New Year's post looking back on his highlights from 2023. Here it is, okay? He talks about his kids, talks about his love for his family, and then I see this little PS he writes at the bottom. Show Tom Brady PS zoom in post. That's what we're looking at right now. I guess that's in the script for some reason. The only downside to 2023 was when I was about to unretire in May and my friends threw a surprise retirement party kind of forced my hand. Now, I just had an I am Ron Burgundy moment, which I'm sure you loved, but you were at this retirement party. Baker's Bay, Bahamas, running routes in the sand. I remember the whole thing. Beautiful. Y'all had your beautiful girlfriends and everything. You love Tom Brady. Why would you go there and retire this poor man?
Now I know why you're saying I retired him, but I actually truly believe that he really meant that last post, that because I bet you he was always thinking about coming out of retirement. I mean, once you retire and you can still play, you're always thinking about it. It's in the back of your mind. It was for mine for a little bit. You're like, I can still go. But that truly solidified him that, like, oh, crap, like they just threw a retirement party. My family, friends came. I'm sorry, Tom.
Yeah.
Don't blame me, though. Blame your best friend who set up the whole trip. So blame Ben.
Ben Rawitz. I knew he'd be the culprit. Ben has some scheme about his post life or something and decides, well, I'm going to throw him this party, invites you all, and then he's like, oh, I guess I'm retired. That's crazy.
Ben, it's all your fault, buddy. All your fault, Ben. I always knew you were a bad guy.
Okay, let's bounce around the league and get to some. We just talked about the Patriots for like 90 minutes. Okay, my staff wants to get your take on some things. They dug some of these things up. First up, the Bills fans. Did you see this wilding out by the Bills fans before the game? Now, you're from Buffalo. Please explain this behavior.
Yeah, they're just taking it to a whole nother level. I think that's a little unnecessary. I mean, I understand Bills Mafia. I'm from Buffalo. I jumped through tables when I was a kid. I loved the WWE. I loved it. Imitate the WWE and body slam people, but jumping through a table that's lit on fire, then lighting yourself on fire, that's just stupidity. But I still love to watch it. I hope they keep it going because it's entertainment, that's for sure.
People, if Gronk is telling you that you're out of control, y'all need help. Y'all need help, religion, someone to talk to, a hug. Like if Gronk is saying that's a little too much, we need to reevaluate things up with the Bills. All right, let's go to the next one. NBC announced Snoop Dogg has been added to the 2024 Paris Olympic coverage. This was announced. Now, we did some digging, and your grandfather, Ignatius Gronkowski, he competed in the 1924 Paris Olympics as a cyclist. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. How cool would it be to have Snoop interview your grandfather? That
would have been really cool. Snoop interviewed my grandfather.
This is your grandpa.
Yes, it is right there. My grandpa. My great-grandpa, legendary. I wish he gave me the cardio that he had because he can last however long on a bike. I can't do that. After like 4 miles, I'm toast. But he's an absolute beast. And I absolutely love Snoop Dogg, too. I actually dressed my dog, who we had on the show a few times, Ralphie, as Snoop Dogg in the Snoop Dogg costume. And I sent it to Snoop, and Snoop sent a picture back, actually sent a video back, appreciating Ralphie for representing him. So I appreciate you, Snoop, and I actually want Snoop to perform at Gronk Beach this year in Vegas for the Gronk Beach party. So we're trying to get Snoop Dogg. Snoop, if you're listening, baby, come perform at Gronk Beach. We love you. We would love to have you.
I love it. He's got to say yes. Snoop is the absolute best. That's amazing. I just like the idea of me being at a Soul Cycle class and looking over and like you're exhausted and exasperated and like I can beat you at something. You're not a cycler. I like that. You have a weakness, Gronk. I like this.
I mean, it's not a weakness. It's just not my strength.
Okay. Matthew McConaughey. Sidelines, Texas, Washington, college football playoff game. He apparently didn't like being with general population, so he sort of very, very Matthew McConaughey-esquely, smoothly sort of, and illegally, by the way, makes his way into the player's box. How nice is this?
Matthew McConaughey can do whatever he wants. I'm actually reading this book currently, Green Lights. I'm on page 99. So Matthew McConaughey, thank you for writing such a great book. And he has a green light to do anything he wants on the sideline because he's a Texas Longhorn. And actually, if you want to know his background, he didn't want to go to Texas. His dad forced him to go to Texas because it was cheaper, and it's in his book. So he's super glad he listened, though, and went there.
I mean, that's like telling me there's no Santa Claus. Matthew McConaughey didn't want to go to Texas. That's absolutely insane. I didn't know that. He should also be at Gronk Beach, right?
Yeah, he should also be at Gronk Beach. You're right. He'd be on stage the whole time.
And Matthew McConaughey just swoops in, Snoop's performing. He has his hands in his pockets, and it's awesome. All right, short break here. We will be back on the show. Do not miss it, guys. Hit me with your questions in the break. Group. Gronk plus Snoop equals grouper snunk. That's pretty good. Okay, Peloton challenge. Never. Absolutely.
I'll do that.
A Peloton challenge? Mm-hmm. Is there anything you're bad at, Rob?
Yeah.
What?
Golf.
You're bad at golf?
Yeah, I'm not good at golf.
Yeah. Can I ask you something, Rob? In
Yeah.
all of your years in New England, did Bill Belichick ever throw a party? Invite people to do anything?
No, he really didn't. But they had a party. They had a Halloween party. It was about 2 years before I got there. I think Randy Moss threw the Halloween party.
And he came.
I wasn't on the team yet, but I've heard about it like 20 times. And Coach Belichick showed up. I think he was a Pirate, and they said it was just legendary that he was there.
Yeah, but he never threw like a thank you party end of the year or anything like that. Yeah. He would turn up for those Super Bowl post parties, though. He was a Buffalo Bills fan. He was crazy.
He was. He did turn up at the parties. After the season was over, he would turn up for one night, and then the next morning, he would get right back to work, I swear. He would be, like, looking at film and, like, trying to get ready for next season already. I'm like, Coach, it's, like, 2 days after the Super Bowl. Like, you got, like, it's okay. Like, you can chill out.
Well, I just heard that he threw a party.
I wasn't invited, Kay. So.
I know, but I just think that that's a little funny. It's very peculiar. It's not typical behavior.
I wonder what type of party it was.
A holiday party.
Ooh. Hopefully I'm invited next time.
I think he's out. You think he's staying.
Yep. He's staying.
But I feel like and we have Nink on next week. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. But Edelman had the same thought. He's like, no, he's not going anywhere. You guys just,
exactly.
My favorite thing is that y'all can't believe it.
Exactly. We can't believe it. If it happens, we'll be stunned. It'll be like shocking to us. And who'd you say? Ninko? Ninko's coming on?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ninko's coming on next week. You're killing it.
Is he coming on with me, or is he coming on separately?
It's a good question. We're trying to get you were supposed to have a surprise guest today, but then his schedule got changed. But you killed it today. Thanks, Gronk. We got a couple more minutes. We're gonna have some fun with these. We're just giving love to players and their plays. We're gonna talk about.
Awesome. Let's do that.
Yeah, James Conner had a nice play. Josh Allen. Yeah, and DJ Moore. It'll be fun. All right, couple seconds. Yeah, let's do it. Did you guys prep him on the out of voice like that they were gonna happen? Did you guys did we tell Gronk he was doing this? Oh, okay, that sounds